Okay, so, um, I pretty much alluded to this yesterday, so I'm just gonna say it here. Yesterday was awesome. Man, it was just filled with family, food, just overall positivity. Man, I'm almost at a complete loss for words. That's how great yesterday was. So, naturally, I should start off with a low, high energy kindness. My low is, actually, what was my low? I guess my low is technically like, maybe I was a little bit impatient in terms of like waiting to get to the festival because we started, like, everyone got together around 3, and it was just a long wait getting to that point is all. So that was my low. But my high was pretty much everything I'm going to talk about today, which I will be doing so. And my act of kindness is also part of what I'm going to be talking about today. So let's get things started. Good morning and happy Sunday, everyone. So around 3 o'clock, everybody got together. And my mom actually, here's the thing, because my mom was home alone the entire day to get everything ready, dinner was ready when we got there. In fact, she didn't bother making hors d'oeuvres, which is actually a bit of a problem. Not because I was hungry, well, it was partly because I was hungry, but here's the thing. See, at like 3:40, like 3:30 it was, because here's the thing, I got to see my nephews yesterday, which is also part of my high, and my sister-in-law said, let's wait until 4:30 to have dinner. It actually wound up being almost 4 when we did finally, but I'm thinking, are you serious? Like, this is why you have hors d'oeuvres, I guess that was also part of my low, too. But, yeah, that, as soon as, because, like, the closest thing we had to hors d'oeuvres was, like, my mom had, like, a little bowl of mixed nuts. That was about it. But when we did finally have dinner, though, that's when everything was so much better. My mom didn't make pureed butternut squash. Instead, she had like cubed butternut squash that like you can find like at the store or whatever, and like she roasted it, which is still very good. She made green beans. She made a salad. She made broccoli with cheese sauce, which I do believe I have done. Did I do a Mod Food Chronicle on that? I think I did. Well, anyway, in case I didn't, broccoli with cheese sauce, pretty much what you would expect. It's steamed broccoli with it's Velveeta cheese made with a roux. Oh, she made a roux, then put Velveeta cheese in that and melt that, and there's your cheese sauce. And that was always great. I like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could eat broccoli all day as it is, but you can't deny the fact that cheese rules, as we all know. There was mashed potatoes, and of course we had turkey and stuffing, which I said before, that's what I look forward to the most. But actually, and this goes with part of my act of kindness, up until yesterday, I had never carved a turkey. No, yesterday was the very first turkey I ever carved. I said this before, I'm a huge foodie. I watch so many internet videos about food, culture, stuff like that, It was almost like serendipitous for me to be able to do it perfectly. And I won't go so far as to say I did a perfect job. I could have done a little better work with, because here's what I did when I carved the turkey. And again, this is the very first time I ever did, and so here was my process. Maybe someone in the comments section can tell me what I could do better. I started off with getting rid of the legs, the drumsticks. Found the joint, because we used an electric carving knife, like one of those. And so cut the legs off, pretty good job with that. And then I immediately got to work on the breasts, which were incredibly moist, which was awesome. So, carve them like going all the way down one side, going down the other. Put them on a carving plate and like cut them into like individual slices, like you would slice, a turkey breast. And for the most part, I'm doing well. The only thing I had legitimate problem is I didn't remove the wings because we actually had, again, my mom didn't really do a good job giving me like two like carving platters or two serving platters. I mean, so I'm trying to pile everything onto one serving platter, and then there was like the rest of the dark meat, particularly the thigh. I didn't do the wings. Maybe next time we will though. I pretty much had like an entire mess of like dark meat and like two giant things of like the thigh bone, whatever. That's like the one part I could have done well with, but everything else, it went off like this. In fact, I actually got a text from my mom last night thanking me for doing a good job with carving the turkey. So I guess that's another thing my brother and I are gonna have to fight over. Yeah, I don't think I ever told you this, but usually when we get together and my mom does make a turkey, my brother is the one who carves the bird. But now that she's seen me do a good job with carving a turkey, I think my brother and I are gonna have to fight over who does it. Cause again, I actually did a really good job. And of course, I can't talk about the turkey without talking about my mother's stuffing. Holy cow. And here was the best part about me carving the turkey. I could get right to the stuffing that was left inside the bird wholesale. It was great. There is nothing like my mom's stuffing, man. Love that stuff. No pun intended, actually. But yeah, it was great. And for what else do we have? Didn't have much else in a row with dinner. We did have several desserts. We had apple pie with ice cream and whipped cream, pecan pie also with whipped cream and ice cream, cutouts from the best place on earth, Wegmans. Yeah, I may have said this before on camera, but it does bear repeating. If you get like any like cutouts or like frosted cookies, in the name of all that's good and decent, go to Wegmans. Wegmans rules when it comes to making cutouts. Like, don't get me wrong, if you're able to make your own, that's fine. I'm sure they're fantastic. But man, Wegmans is just awesome. I mean, they used to really like pile on. They actually cut back a little bit on how much like icing or frosting they put on the cutouts. Because I felt like they put on a lot more like a couple of years ago. But, I think they cut back on that a little bit, which, is fine. It still tastes awesome. So, I can't really complain. And again, it was me with my family, My grandparents, my cousin who brought them over, my brother, my sister-in-law, my nephews, my mother, my father. It was, come on, you're not going to beat that. I could have the best, seriously, I could have like the best, most expensive food in the world, but if I didn't have my family with me, it just really wouldn't feel right. That's how much I love my family. Anyway, got to see my nephews, which was awesome. Got to play around. I guess I could probably, actually, my nephews are able to sit at the table now. I mean, they have to sit in like one of those special, baby chairs. But, they can sit there. There's like a little like table in front of them, whatever. They have like special bibs where like there's a little pocket outside for food that they expect to fall into. Yeah, it was great. Actually, my nephews, according to my brother, actually did a really good job, eating. I mean, again, they're just over a year old. They're not going to be, culinary masters using only the finest utensils. No, they're babies. They're gonna throw food for all I care. I'm not a fuss, but they actually did a really good job, being able to have food. They can have turkey. They can have, the butternut squash they had. So yeah, they were able to have stuff, which was awesome. I should have taken a picture, but I didn't. But it's fine. I didn't need to take a photo of that. Honestly, I think taking a photo of that would be one of the instances where, as nice and warm as a moment like that is, something about taking a photo would kind of maybe ruin the moment. And I didn't want to do that. I don't know. It feels that way to me anyway. Maybe I'm reading too far into it. The sun is really starting to shine. It's like starting to get all bright in here. It's awesome. Although, even though it's sunny out, folks, unfortunately, here's the thing. Last night, it actually got really, really, really cold. I'm like, man, I need to get my jacket on and stuff, And see, I was so cold that I officially have to, as of right now, we've gone from sweatpants wearing season, which I'm wearing now, to long johns wearing season. Yeah, I'm actually wearing the pair of long johns I use for going skiing. Honestly, I don't need to go ski. I love wearing, I don't think I've ever said this before, I love wearing these long johns. I love wearing these. Seriously, when I first started making videos, I was wearing these underneath my outfit. That's how much I love wearing these. It feels nice. It feels like you're wearing jammies. And it's awesome. So, yeah. Actually, here's a nice little thing, a little hole right here for, keeping your hand a little bit warmer for going skiing. Because that's what they're for. You put your thumb through the hole, and then you put your mitten on, and, that's how it keeps your hand warm. And, it works. I don't think I've ever really had a problem with it. So, yeah. I love wearing these. This is awesome. And plus, again, we're pretty much officially in that time of year anyway. I mean, I looked outside, the temperature's 27 right now. But, we're in that time of year where it's cold, and it's going to remain consistently so. I don't know how warm it's going to get today. Maybe it'll be up to 50. I don't know. But for now, I just want to stay inside, keep my long johns on, relax, and stay nice and warm. I know, I'm a goof. It's just, I just am. Anyway, in terms of what my plans are today, I do plan on visiting my father. We're going to watch some football today. Yeah, the Cowboys aren't playing, but hey, we still have to go watch football. Plus, if I'm lucky, there may be some leftovers from last night for dinner. I can get in on some of that. Yeah, I didn't take anything home, which was probably stupid on my part, but hey, the leftovers could be used for, tonight. Actually, maybe I'll make a soup for my folks using that stuff. I don't know. I have to play that one by ear. Maybe. Yeah. Not really, not entirely much else to really go over. There is going to be a One Piece manga chapter today. That's going to be great. Oh, right. I just realized I haven't made NFL picks yet, have I? How silly of me. Okay. Right. If I can just, get there. Okay. So, alright. Let's see. The Bills and the Chargers. Let's go, Buffalo. That's easy. Titans and this could be the division right here between the Titans and the Colts. I think the Colts are number 1 in that division. I need to look it up, but yeah, the Colts are right now number 1, but it's really, really close. Actually, I don't really know what the details are, but because they both have 7-3 records, and I do believe that the Colts did beat the Titans earlier, but this is going to be a pretty big game. I really think the Titans are going to pull this off. They're going to go to Indianapolis and they're going to beat the Colts. I'm picking the Titans over the Colts. What can I say? I'm a fan of King Henry. Let's see, the Panthers and the Vikings. I actually have two friends who like both teams. You know what? The Panthers have actually been doing pretty well recently. But then again, so have the Vikings. They both have losing records though, which is the funny thing. You know what? The Vikings are at home. I think I'll pick the Vikings. Actually, yeah, I'll pick the Vikings. The Browns and the Jaguars. I'll pick the Browns on this one. See, it's been 1 week since Joe Burrow got out with a season-ending injury, and they play the Giants today. You know what? I think if the Giants want to bust out a win, today's going to have to be the day to do it. So you know what? I'm picking the Giants over the Bengals. The Cardinals and the Patriots. You know what? I want the Cardinals to beat the Patriots. I really think that's going to happen. Let's see. Dolphins and the Dolphins. Sadly, it looks like the Jets are going to be the fourth team in NFL history, or the third team in NFL history to go 0-16. Technically, some teams have gone winless completely, but since they've had 16 games, it's been 0-16 is the standard. So, yeah, I pick the Dolphins over the Jets. The Raiders and the Falcons. I'll pick the Raiders. See, Saints and the Broncos. The Broncos surprised me a week ago. But with that being said, I'm picking the Saints over the Broncos. The 49ers and the Rams. The Rams have actually been kind of hot lately. So, I pick the Rams over the 49ers. The Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, go Chiefs. I'm picking the Chiefs. What can I say? I'm a believer in Patrick Mahomes. Alright, so, let's see. Then we have tonight's game. Ooh, the Bears and the Packers. This is gonna seem really awkward considering the jersey I'm wearing. But I'm picking the Packers over the Bears. So, those are my picks. In case you need to hear me again, I am. Where'd they go? Yeah. So I'm picking the Bills, the Titans, the Vikings, the Browns, the Giants, the Cardinals, the Dolphins, the Raiders, the Saints, the Rams, the Chiefs, and the Packers. So those are my picks. A new One Piece manga chapter is coming out today. I'll be sure to talk about that tomorrow. And until then, have a nice day. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe button. Follow me on social media notifications on YouTube. I'm very humble to make this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy for me. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Remember, if you guys want to talk to channel, there's going to be videos. So, take care and make good choices. All right.